Hello students, this is Dr. Nathaniel. Once again, we are continuing our instructional video series, and today we'll be looking at soil aeration and temperature. We'll be talking about the status of soil air, definition of oxidation reduction potentials, conditions that affect soil air composition, as well as soil aeration on biological activities and plant growth, and soil temperature and plant growth. As you participate in today's instructional video series, as you go through, I want to assure you will really enjoy it. Thank you as you join us in this course. Yeah, we want to welcome you once again into our instructional video series, and today, as I said earlier, we will be considering soil aeration and temperature. I am your facilitator, Dr. Nathaniel Obasi, and follow me as I take you through. Introduction. You will learn in this unit how the presence or absence of air, that is oxygen, one of the growth factors in the soil, affect plant growth. When oxygen is adequate, nutrient elements exist in the form that plant usually absorb. When oxygen is deficient in soil, toxic substances that adversely affect plant growth will be formed. Plants also have optimum ranges of temperature for best performance. Status of soil air. There must be interchange of gases between plants, roots, hair, and the soil atmosphere if the plant is to survive. Similarly, there must be adequate interchange of gases between the soil habiting the plant roots and the free atmosphere above it. This interchange of gases is necessary for the respiration of higher plants and the decomposition of incorporated organic materials by soil microorganisms. In these soil respiratory activities, oxygen is used up while carbon dioxide is given off. Soil aeration is the process of gas exchange in soil that ensure oxygen sufficiently and prevent carbon dioxide toxicity. In a typical well aerated soil, the amount of micropores, that is water space, occupied by water should not be more than 25%. Macropores, airspace, also 25%. Mineral matter is 45%, and the organic materials usually about 5%. Different variations of the percentage composition of these soil constituents give rise to different soil types, such as coarse texture soil, loamy sand, sandy loam, which are suited to areas of frequent rainfall. Medium texture soil, loam, and silt loam have good aeration and usually of optimum water condition. And 3, fine texture soil, which is clay and seed clay. They are easily waterlogged but are good in areas with long drought period. Oxidation reduction potentials. A soil in a given situation has a given potential. That is, the chemical elements in the soil are at any point in time in a certain oxidation and reduction state, depending on the level of soil aeration. In well aerated soil, the chemical elements are usually in oxidized form. For example, we have ferric, iron, we have nitrate, we have sulfate. In waterlogged and poorly aerated soils, the reduced form of such elements are found. Oxidation potential is a measure of the tendency for an oxidation reaction to occur. On the other hand, reduction potential is a measure of the tendency for reduction reaction to occur. The oxidation reduction or redox potential indicates the oxidation and reduction state of chemical system in soils. The redox provides a measure of the tendency of a system to reduce or oxidize chemicals and is measured in volts or millivolts. So Positive and high value indicate strong oxidizing condition, while low and negative values indicate that elements would exist in reduced form. Conditions that affect soil air composition, organic matter, and biological activity in soil. In tropical soil, there is rapid evolution of carbon dioxide by the high active biological population, especially soil microorganisms, which decompose organic matter at very fast rate. We also have soil type and soil depth. Carbon dioxide increase with soil depth, while oxygen decrease with depth, with the heavier soils becoming more deficient than the lighter textured soil in the subsoil layer. Soil moisture and temperature required. Marked seasonal variation in the composition of soil air could also be attributed to soil moisture and temperature differences. High soil moisture, especially during rainy season, usually results in low oxygen and high carbon dioxide level in the soil air. During the dry season, there is more circulation of air in the soil, and oxygen level are usually higher than carbon dioxide. Conditions that affect soil air continuous. Application of manure. The rate of carbon dioxide produced could be increased through the application of farmyard manure, especially when the soil is wet, and rate of diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide slows down. Green manure, especially from fairly succulent crops such as Lacina and Gliridia spp, could increase the carbon dioxide content of soil. This can lead to poor germination of seed sown too soon after green manure crop has been plowed in. Soil temperature and plant growth. In order to achieve maximum seed germination and growth, soil temperature must be optimum. Crops have different optimum temperature for germination and growth. For example, wheat and peas have from 4 to 100 degrees Celsius, from 4 to 10 degrees Celsius, I beg your pardon. Corn have 10 to 28 degrees Celsius. Potato have 16 to 21 degrees Celsius. Sorghum has a melon is 28 degrees Celsius. Cabbage and spinach has 8 to 11 degrees Celsius. By and large, influence of soil temperature on seeding emergence and growth emanates largely from its influence on the physical, biological, and chemical processes going on in the soil. The composition of organic matter and therefore the release of plant nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur has the most favorable temperature limit, which is 27 to 38 to 32 degrees Celsius. Likewise, absorption and transport of water and nutrient ion by higher plants are adversely influenced by low temperatures. Conclusion: the composition of soil air affects the nature of transformation that soil nutrient elements undergo. This in turn dictates the usefulness of toxicity or usefulness or toxicity of the transformation product to plant. Thank you.